So today I'm out working on another lighting scenario. Like I've said in the past, I'm working on my daughter's year-end prom video, and I gave the coach an option to do some interviews at the end. I thought it would be pretty cool to do, to kind of give the team an opportunity to express in their own words kind of their thoughts of the season or their career or whatever. I'm letting the coach come up with the questions, but I said I will be happy to film that, put it at the end of the video. I think it'll look awesome. But I had to develop a light scenario that I'm happy with. And I've never really done an interview before. I've done a lot of flash portraits before, you know. It's kind of the same, but not really. So I really need to come out and work through the scenario of setting up this interview portion of the video. Just to kind of set the ground rules and kind of what I'm thinking here. I'll kind of give you a synopsis of what we got going on. Okay, so to kind of give you a basic rundown of what's going on here, we're going to probably do it in their palm room. Let me turn this light on so you can see everything. I kind of give you the game plan. I'll probably have to turn this light off later to kind of reconstruct the area. So just to kind of give you a basic understanding of what's going on here. I still don't see. Why am I so dark? I don't know, whatever, we're just gonna roll with it, okay? Now the palm room itself is a rectangle room like this, long and skinny. And on each side of the room, there's mirrors. So I have the mirrors to contend with, but I have a long and skinny room. So my key objective here is to have good light on the girls, and I also want to set their trophies up behind them, the trophies that they've won throughout their career, on a small table, and make sure that I get those good and lit. So this will also be a second emphasis of the lighting situation. So what I want to do is I want to set up going this way. I want to set the trophies up right here. And I want to have a light coming on it. Maybe, probably from over here, a light coming this way. I can't draw a light bulb, especially backwards, but I want to have a light coming this way to light up the trophies. That's what I want to do. And then I want to have some distance between the trophies and the subject, which would be the girls. And I want to put that person about right here with a stool. And right there, I'll have a key light shining on them from a 45-degree angle like this. So I don't know, but I think having both these lights coming from the same direction might be beneficial. I don't know, I'll have to play with that and see. Okay, so I have a key light coming over here, and then I will have this isn't to scale, I'm just kind of giving you a reference. Over here on this side, I would normally use a secondary light to kind of give a fill light to this side over here. But I think in this scenario, I'm going to be using a reflector. And why is that? Because I want to block some of this light coming off of the key light from hitting mirrors and bouncing all around. I don't want light bouncing all over. I'm going to get some of that no matter what I do, but I want to keep it to a minimum. And I think that reflector will help block the light from hitting the mirrors. So that's the plan. Also, I would like to set another light up over here, possibly to hit the back of the girls over here, kind of like a hair light. So that's the lighting plan. Like I say, I haven't done very many interview scenarios, hardly at all. I mean, you know, I do what I do out in the barn and setting up for my little YouTube videos, but that's a little bit different. So I want to work through the whole process and kind of sit out here in the barn today and kind of see how it goes. Now I'll probably have to turn off some of these lights, you know, because you have to be able to control the light in your camera, and I can't do it with all these lights on. It's just, my video lights can't overpower all this going on. So some of this portions of this video might be kind of dark, but you should be able to see what's going on. And we're just gonna play it by ear. We're gonna set it up what we think, and we're gonna see what it looks like in the end. Hopefully it'll look okay. We're gonna use this table here as a trophy table. We're gonna get it set up just so we can get enough room. We're gonna move it back just a little bit. All right, this is gonna be our trophy table here. And I don't have a trophy Can you see me? Yeah. Don't have a trophy on me. So we're gonna use this tripod, which would be a pretty good trophy. Maybe we can get another one. We'll use this drill as a trophy. So we'll start off with that. And I think we're gonna move it this way just a smidgy. All right. And this is where we're gonna set the girl. We're gonna use like a stool. And what I found the best thing to do is, because all these girls are all different sizes. Some are real short, under 5 foot. Some are 6 foot. So you need a stool that will adjust a little bit. That is for sure. But we're gonna set it about right here. Like I say, we want a little bit of distance. I don't know how much is the correct distance, but we want a little bit of distance between the stool and the trophies. Now, I don't care about shooting at 2.8 or 1.4 or any of that stuff, because I don't care about a super blurry background. In fact, I'd rather have the trophies more in focus than not in focus. So I'm going to use the f-stop to control my light out here in the barn, because I really do not care about blurry background at all. So I got them stuck on this SunPack Travel-Lite Pro tripod, which is the absolute worst tripod. And I want to hit from about right here up. That's kind of where I want the shot to hit. I don't want anything wider than that. I don't want their legs and all that in there. So working through the issues a little bit. I got my reflector set up over here. I wish I had more room in my barn, but I don't. So I'm just going to make do with what I have, okay? Over here, I have my key light right over here. Now I'm just using the little Zhiyun light that I have for today. When I go to actually do the job, I'll take my Amaran 100D. That's what I'll take with me, so I can plug it in, don't have to worry about battery. I will take that light with me, the Zhiyun light, just for accent lights and stuff like that. But for today, I'm just using it as a key light because I don't want to have to take that thing down. I just want to see what it looks like. I have my camera set up here, my FX30, and I did some tests on it, and I'm at F5 right now. F5 pretty much killed all the ambient light in the room, as far as like the windows and the door. I turned off the overhead lights, turned all those off, but F5 pretty much killed all the ambient light from the windows and stuff. So that's what I'm working with today. So we will start by working on the key light. That's where we're going to start working. But I may have to go I may have to get another tripod, because to be honest with you, this cheapo tripod that I have, my FX30 sitting on right now, is about to give me a nervous breakdown, because I think I just need to get it set up a little bit better, but I'm going to try to make it work. Hopefully the whole rig won't come crashing down. If you hear a loud boom and a lot of cursing, that's what's likely has happened. Either that or I burnt the garage down with the fire. All right, we're going to see what this looks like, kinda. Oh, I got maximum shadow on this side of my face. The reflector is just not enough. It's just not enough. And I believe the whole background is just a little too dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up on the f-stop a little bit just to brighten everything up. Now when I get into that palm room, it's a really long room. So I have plenty of room from front to back to make sure that the back is nice and black and dark. That's how I want it. But for right now, I can tell, maybe I can just increase the light. I'm gonna increase the light a little bit. It's at 75% now. I'm gonna go up to 90 and see what that looks like, and kind of adjust it just a little bit. The reflector, it's not doing much at all, to be honest with you. So, all right, so we turned it up just a little bit. We turned up the light to 90%. And there's just way too much shadow over here. I'm not getting any reflection from my reflector over here, hardly any. I think it's too far over there. There's just too much shadow on this side, this side. There's too much shadow. I need to More out front here. Extreme. So if I'm sitting here talking to somebody that's right here, somebody interview me, I can get them right here. I think that's going to be okay. There's obviously too much shadow on this side. They're just too much. Is that a little bit better? I think that's a little bit better. I think I'm gonna have to bring in a secondary light over there. I think I want to bring in a secondary light. I was hoping to get more bounce off the reflector than I am. I'm just not getting any bounce off of it because it's too far over there. It's just too far over there because, all right, we're gonna stick with this right here for now. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Now that's looking way better. That's looking pretty good. Maybe I can deal with that, hopefully. There's still a little shadow. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's looking better. I was way too hot. I'll turn it down to 75%. They're still looking like there's too much shadow on the side, but if I'm looking like this way, like that right there, I don't think that there might not be. Because I won't be looking, right now I'm looking at the camera. Okay, let's move the camera around just a little bit. And see, that's kind of where I messed up right there because the camera will be off to the side over here. The interviewer will be right here. The interviewer is always between the light and the first camera. So the interview will be right here. And I'll be looking this way. So how does it look when I look this way? I think it looks okay, right? There may be just a little too much shadow. But I don't know. We're gonna work on that. Okay, we got a little different scenario now. I have a kicker light that's gonna try to hit my right side of my body over here on the side. I swung my camera around just a little bit. The main problem I'm having today is I have limited space. I'm working with a fire. I got tripods all over everywhere. This could get seriously out of whack real fast. Big old hose going from my butane tank to my fire. I mean, you know, it could go south real fast. So this whole operation, and the least of it all is this tripod that just, oh my God. Don't ever buy a cheap tripod, guys. Just, it's not worth the hassle or the worry. All right, let's take a look at this scenario here. So I have this light coming in here, and I should have a little bit of light hitting me right there from that. Let's turn this one off and see what it actually does. The light is turned off, the kicker light turned off. Now let's go flip it on and see what it does. Now I'll be sitting like this, turn this way. I have to look that way though. Is that making any difference at all? It seems like there's just way too much shadow on the side over here. It's just too much. I don't know, I'll have to go look at it when I get in. If there's no way that this side, it has to be lighting this side of my face. I can't tell. I know this side's getting lit, right? This side over here, I can't tell. It looks way too much shadow. But now I have the kicker light going. So that's kind of a setup right there. The interviewer will be right here, talking to the interviewer right there. And I'll have one camera over here, and hopefully another camera over here. Now, why two cameras set up? The two camera setup, I'll get a closer shot in, obviously, or a different shot. So when I go to edit, I'll be able to cut between the two cameras and it won't look weird when I cut. It's for editing purposes more than anything, is why the two cameras. But I'm concerned about my lighting situation. I don't know if I like what I got going on. For some reason, to me, it looks like I have too much shadow. Now, I won't be able to tell until I get back in and look at it on the computer because all I can see is on the monitor here, but I don't know. We just have to see how it goes. To be honest with you, this whole thing has gotten way more complicated than I ever thought it would be, to be honest with you. I'm gonna have to go back and put all this into the computer so I can look at it and see what I think. Now I know the main problem I'm having now, the main problems I'm having is this light here. I don't know if it's big enough to give me exactly what I want. it's just putting way too much shadow on one side of my face, basically what I'm seeing on the screen. And plus, that light, the Zoom little bitty battery powered light, I'm gonna have to use it to highlight the trophies, because any light I have is just not gonna be powerful enough to do that. And besides that one. So I'm gonna have to take my big light down, I think, and put it over here and kind of rig everything up again. I just don't like the way it's looking, to be honest with you. I never thought this would be as complicated as has been so far. But I'm just going to have to go in, put it all on the computer and see what I think. Not happy with it. But this is why I'm doing this today. I'm practicing it today because I didn't want to get in the scenario where I'm, everybody's waiting on me and I'm fumbling around trying to get the lights looking correctly. To be honest with you, I should just have one key light, one light over there on the trophies, and I would be done. That would be the easiest thing. Maybe that's just what I'll wind up doing in the end. I don't know. But I do want a colored light. I think I want a blue light shining on the trophies because their team colors are blue, and I want a blue light shining on that. So I don't know. I'm going to go in, put everything in the computer, take a look at it, rethink what I got going on. So I went back in, looked at the footage, really wasn't happy with the end of the footage. So I decided to make some wholesale changes out here. The very first thing we did, I got a better tripod to put my main camera on because that was just freaking me out like crazy. So got a proper tripod, thank goodness. Plus I moved my heater to another part of the garage so I don't have to continue to worry about tripping on it, and I can't move stuff, it's in the way. I moved it to a more out of way spot and it's working fine. I can't do any work without the heater, unfortunately, because it's so cold. So anyway, got it moved over to a better spot. Don't have to worry about kicking it, knocking it over, catching this whole barn on fire. That would be probably worst case scenario. Got a bigger softbox and also took my Amaron 100D, whatever it is. I got a bigger softbox and took my big light, my 100 watt light, that would have semi-permanently mounted up on the ceiling and put over here because I wanted to see the final result. So got that going. When I wanted to light something like this, it just looked too harsh to me. So I wanted a bigger light source. And I think the Zhiyun 60 watt light would do just fine, maybe. But I wanted to see what it was actually going to look like. So I pulled the electric one, or the big light, off its place and put it up here just to make sure we get a good idea of what the final results are going to be. So, and I got the Zhiyun, oh man, what? Hello, there we go. And I got the Zhiyun light over here. I got too much light in the background, camera's freaking out. I got the Zhiyun light over here, kicking a blue light onto the trophies. Now I wish I had some actual trophies out here because those are gold, and they'll kind of light up and stuff. But this is all I have. So I got the blue light, making a kicker onto those. I think that'll be enough light for those. And then also I have my kicker light right here pointed at me, which I'll be sitting down there. Now the main thing that I noticed when I was looking at the footage is my camera setups wasn't in the right spot, because you have your interviewer kind of sitting in front of you and you have your camera off to the side. Well, when I was looking off to the side, it was casting a huge shadow on my face just because I had the way I had the light set up. But I was looking straight ahead, it was looking okay. So what I did is I want to move this camera to where the interviewer would be, and then turn on my camera that I want to be filming the thing with, sitting where it would normally be, and we're going to get a good representation of what things will look like. Okay, so let's talk about what I got going on here. I have the key light over here. I have my side light over here, give me a little bit of a feel. And then I have the Zhiyun up here, putting a light on the trophies. Now, I'm gonna be honest with, now see, that's what I keep doing, is I keep looking at the wrong camera. So if I was sitting here talking to an interviewer, this is what it would look like when I'm talking to the interviewer. I wouldn't be paying attention to this camera over here, because that is what is filming me. So I'll have to go back in, take a look at the footage again, but I think it looks okay. But I think I'm lit up pretty good like I want. Now, I don't think there's enough light cast on the trophies. I don't like in that scenario right there. So I might have to come up with a solution for that. And I definitely don't like that it is, you know, shooting light all over everywhere, all over the background. Don't like that. So I might have to come up with a better solution for that. So I'm gonna look at that and then come back. All right, now let's take a look at that. So I think that's looking pretty good. So the only thing now is that this key light is what's shining the light on the back door there. Now I could raise it up and tilt it down. Let's try that. All right, so that's kind of the final look at what I got going on. I really want you guys to let me know what you think about this setup. I think it looks okay. If I'm looking this way, I'm talking to the interviewer, it looks pretty good. Now over here, I think it looks okay. I'll have to look and see. I just like the light. I just don't like that much drama going on. So I think it looks okay from here. Okay, again, I'll have to take it in and check it out and see what it looks like on the computer, because all I can see is on the screen out here. I think my face looks good, lit up properly, and I think there's just the right amount of shadow based on what I can see in the screen. So I'm liking this setup. As far as that goes, I do like the kicker light on the side. It makes me, it just puts a little bit here, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm digging the look of the setup as far as the person, me goes, the subject goes. Now the only thing else I can see is this trophy back here is not near lit up as much as I think it needs to be. And my light is at 100%. So I'm liking the way that it's looking. However, I think I want to add another light in there, or let's change it to like a warm light and see what it looks like. Yeah, we could just do a warm light like that. I think that looks pretty good too. I like the blue though, you know, but it just doesn't seem to set the trophies off as much as I would want it to. So I'm gonna take a look at this as well. So I'm gonna get back in, take a look at everything and see what I think. Let me know down in the comments if you would change anything. I'm gonna leave this set up out here until I can get, now I can tell that the white balance in this thing is way crazy. This is like blue. Sometimes this camera turns me blue. Okay, that's more true to life. Like that thing just turns me blue. This camera, left on the FX30, left on the auto white balance sometimes just turns the shot total blue. I don't know why. So I changed it to 5600 so that looks more true to life. So anyway, got that taken care of. I'm definitely going to have to watch out. When I'm setting up, you know, to do the final shot, I'll obviously white balance everything with the gray card, because you have to do that when you're doing this type of stuff. So let me know what you think of the setup so far. I'm liking the way it's looking, I think. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.